Firstly, I want to apologize for not doing this earlier. I've been really busy. I was sick last week. I got really sick and I was vomiting. And now I am in a different country. I truly want to apologize for everything. But enough of the excuses. Let's get into it. So here, this is a wallet. So imagine graduating high school with a diploma but not knowing how to create a budget, cook a basic meal, or even do your own laundry. This isn't a rare situation. It's the reality for many students today. My topic today is the problem of students graduating high school without basic life skills like budgeting, taxes, cooking, and car maintenance. No student graduates with knowing these unless they were prepared by their parents, but most students, they don't. It's a rare situation if they do. So as a current student myself preparing for adulthood, the issue directly affects me. And it affects everyone who is students who plans to live independently after high school. So today I'll explain why this is a serious problem, what causes it, and how requiring a life skills class before graduation can help solve it. So this wallet right here represents adulthood. Inside it are money, cards, and responsibility. It's a big responsibility for everything that you have in there. And many students graduate knowing how to pass tests like the AP tests, your SATs, your ACTs, but they don't know how to manage what's inside this wallet. And according to Junior Achievement USA, over 70% of teens say that they feel unprepared to manage their finances after high school. The National Endowment for Financial Education reports that young adults struggle most with budgeting and debt increase because they were never formally taught these skills because their parents didn't teach them or someone didn't teach them. And the lack of preparation leads to stress, poor financial decision, and dependence on others. Like if you hear the stories of where a uncle goes to their mom and asks for more money, or a friend goes, "Hey, can you lend me some money?" Because this happens because they were unprepared for their life ahead of high school and college. And you might ask, why does this problem exist? And one major reason is that high schoolers prioritize standardized testing and college prep academics over practical life education. They'd rather know their math, science, history, which is nothing to that because that will prepare you for college, but it doesn't prepare you for practical life. And according to the Brookings Institution, many schools will reduce or remove these life skills courses because of testing pressure and limited instructional time. And these skills are often assumed to be taught at home, but not all students grow up in environments where those lessons are available. A peer-reviewed study from the Journal of Family and Economics Issues found that students without formal financial education feel significantly less confident managing adult responsibilities. Because of this gap, students are expected to figure out adulthood through trial and error. They get into debt, and the only way to figure out how to get out of debt is to be in debt for them. And mistakes like these, mistakes with money, mistakes with bills, or mistakes in general, or these anything, they follow people up for years. And at a time when rent, food, and transportation costs are rising, being unprepared is more harmful than ever. See, this calculator represents a solution. A realistic solution is requiring a life skills class before high school graduation. This class would teach budgeting, filing basic taxes, cooking simple meals, doing laundry, and understanding basic car maintenance. Just the basics where you could live on by yourself without the need of calling someone for help, which it doesn't mean you won't need to or you don't. It just means you will know more than you would normally. And according to the Council for Economic Education, students who take personal finance courses show stronger saving habits and better decision making. So this class wouldn't replace core academics either. It wouldn't replace your AP Bio, your AP Calculus, your science, your US history. It wouldn't replace any of that. But it would prepare students to actually use their education in real life. You know, a lot of students, they take a lot of math courses, and for some students, they don't use that in their future as their career doesn't need for that. And for other students, they take a history course when they won't need it. But this class would prepare students to use their education in their real life, in real life things. And some people would argue that students should learn these skills on their own. Like have you ever heard some audience like these kids, like they should just learn on themselves? But however, research does show that structured instruction is far more effective than self-teaching. Others where schools don't have the time, but many schools already offer electives that could be adapted into graduation requirements. So some schools already can take it for elective credits, but instead you can make that into a graduation requirement. But in conclusion, what I'm trying to say is graduating without essential life skills puts students in an immediate disadvantage. And the problem is not intelligence. There's nothing to that, but it is preparation. By requiring a life skills class before graduation, schools can ensure students leave prepared not just for college or careers, but for adulthood itself. Education shouldn't just help us pass tests, but it should help us survive and succeed in real life.